founders arrived in the region, they discovered these megalithic stones of virtue. It was undeniable, these were the 6 beating hearts that gave these lands life. They must be protected. Soon, after the discovery, more humanoids came to this place to prosper, and the city was named Vimuros, after the 6 walls they had built around it.
Eventually, a wizard named Ogratus wanted the stones of virtue for himself. He spent hundreds of years in the Outlands, amassing an undead army of beasts and ill-fated wanderers. He perfected necromancy and unleashed a siege upon the city of Vimuros in an attempt to claim the transcendent stone. However, 6 heroes known as the Virtuous, each empowered directly by a stone of virtue, stood against Ogratus and stopped his effort.
Their foe was only driven away and never slain. They knew he would return and decided the only way to keep the stones safe is to separate them. Each member of the Virtuous took a stone of virtue in a separate direction, miles away from home. This event became known as the 6-sided dichotomy.
Many, many generations have passed, and each of the city-states seems to have taken on personalities of their own, yet they stay united as one country. As the new inhabitants shape their futures, the true history of Vimuros has all but vanished and has been replaced by strict laws which are enforced to ensure the population never outweighs the resources in this country. The world may not know it yet, but without convergence, the stones of virtue are slowly dying. It's time to venture into Vimuros! Hello and welcome one and all, I'm Josh McGee, the usual host here at Ampersandbox. We are delving into the ventures of Vimuros. Today's host, however, is James.
That's me! I'm James, or Gravity Fail. I'll be your story weaver or DM this day, but let's give it on over to all of the magnificent players here, and you can remind us who your characters are, as I'll be playing everyone.
Well, I'm Jacob Ivy, and I am playing Vrakdrim Riversbane, a light cleric who's having a bit of a deconstruction or reconstruction and or just religious crisis overall. All while a dragon lingers in the air.
The usual.
I'm Alex. I play Turtrin. I'm just out here kicking ass, turning people to, our side, by any means necessary. Just handing out those potions of giant strength.
Eating some cactus.
Eating some cactus pads. Just turtle things.
Which I would like to say, I believe that I don't believe that this has been said on air yet, but I owe an apology because I thought that Alex was fucking with us the other day when he sent us a message that he was at a wedding and there was a turtle there eating cactus pads.
I wasn't kidding.
I was like, what the fuck does this mean? What does this have to do with anything?
It was a tortoise. They had one.
And I saw the picture. That was a giant turtle, man. I guess tortoise.
Because it wasn't a turtle, it was a tortoise.
I don't know. That was a really big turtle.
Who wants to remind us what happened last time? in our in whatever you want to call it.
In our whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
whatever you. I wasn't. Yeah, like yeah.
Trying to remember what did the last session start with? Us pulling up to the lumberers?
Yeah, we pulled up. Yeah, to the logging camp.
So we pulled up
they
to
were
the lumber people.
suspicious.
We
We
had
played
an
it off
ogre.
great until some people were like, "Hey, those guys killed those guys or whatever."
There's
English.
an ogre on our back seat with their stomach all gurgly bubbling.
Yeah.
We met a fantastic squirrel person by the name of Sandy Cheeks.
Hey, I don't think the last name was said.
It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I don't know about
It
that.
was.
I've just
yeah.
got Sandy here.
We rolled up to this camp. The people were suspicious of us. We're like, look, we're just some traveling actors. We're a carnival. Look at all our
Traveling
tricks.
circus.
Look at all our tricks. And they told us about their wonderful, what was it? Lumina. She's the best.
And they're all charmed, so like
Yeah,
it's clearly some
we
ne'er-do-well.
definitely we deduced that they were charmed in one way or another. Yeah, there's a bunch of them, and we decided not to fight them at first.
I don't think we decided not to. I think we slithered our way out of it.
We did
pretty
slither our
pretty
way
nicely.
out of it. Well done. Yeah, and then Mr. Ogre in the back seat, Carl, began changing and blew our cover.
Because he didn't turn naturally. He started getting cursed.
Yeah,
It was
he
botched.
really-
So now he's
Yeah.
like a weird. He's a snake king, right? The amalgamation of serpents.
Right.
Mhm.
Comparable to a rat king, but snakes.
Mhm.
With insatiable hunger, I do believe, and we sent it barreling into the town. We did a couple
That we
murders.
did.
Started
We're
a
not
fire.
good guys.
We started a fire and then walked away from it like a couple of badasses.
As you do.
And a dragon emerged.
Yeah.
I think that's where we ended it too, because we were about to run into the town.
Yeah.
We did. Well, no, I think we did feed some.
We did.
Some elixirs to incapacitated people.
We did grab a
for
couple
that.
people.
I distinctly remember us investigating that.
Yeah, you gave yeah, there was definitely a few dead people that you also gave potions to. In hopes that, when they wake up, maybe they'll turn. Or they might turn mid-battle. Well, we could always find out. But what we have before us is the amount of time it took you to walk a couple hundred yards from where you were at, allowing the forest to burn behind you, your silhouettes casting long shadows onto the town as you walk into it, all badass style. You already hear the screams as Carl, the Snake King, has already started rampaging through town, causing buildings to collapse as he barrels through, many of his heads biting whomever he can find. You hear the screams off in the distance. Fires are starting within the town as he's knocked over potentially people cooking things or whatnot, and it's I believe at this point it's like well into the evening, and that's when you heard the dragon screech out and then fly up and out of the temple that is mid-construction at this point. As
It's
it
like a
swoops
weird
down.
dragon, right?
Yeah,
it was like
it's a
stone or
blue-
something first.
Yeah, it's a blue and white dragon that you initially saw was like stone turning into a living creature. And as you hear it screech, you'll hear the icicle-y sounds of its cold breath, causing just people, whoever's in its way, to freeze instantly as it attempts to take out your buddy Carl, the Snake King. What would you all like to do?
Why is there a fucking dragon?
Yeah. Can we do some kind of check on that dragon? What would be the best for the situation to kind of figure out what
Arcana, history. Honestly, if you roll well enough, Josh, you have to answer the history question.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And just because I have to ask, religion wouldn't work?
You could do religion, but again, each different kind of skill gives you different information about what you would know. So if you were to roll religion, it'd be like religious connotations of dragons potentially that you might know.
Yeah.
History is like the history of dragons in the world. Arcana, anything that might be able to create or summon a dragon, stuff like that.
I think I am gonna go with religion, specifically trying to find out, like, is there to my knowledge, a dragon associated with this night goddess?
Move.
Yeah, go ahead and roll away.
I'm gonna go ahead and just shun myself, and, quit playing this game. That's a 9.
Hey, I can't take all the bad rolls anymore, so
You should though.
True.
You should.
9. Again, this is potentially like some kind of human god, so it's hard. It's a different pantheon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may be hard to know all the ins and outs, but I'm sure if you go to the temple, there may be a couple books on it that you can elucidate yourself later about.
Awesome. Oh, okay. I don't know, Turtrin. From my understanding, these humans just make up gods and worship random things. So that could be a deity of some sort, or it could be a pet.
I doubt we're witnessing some kind of feat of divine intervention right now. I mean, Carl's kind of botched in my eyes right now, so, we should probably just gotta make our way to the temple, you think? You think we don't have to, let them duke it out?
With all these people worshipping this thing, maybe if we turn it to our side, we've claimed a whole town just like that.
Well, that's kind of the point of going to the temple. I mean, if we turn it, or if we turn the priestess, preferably the priestess, so I feel as if this might be a pet of hers.
I roll a 20. I just rolled a 22 Arcana on the dragon, noticing that it went from stone to dragon.
Yeah, with that, you would know that potentially, like, a true polymorph spell could turn an inanimate object into a living creature. And true polymorph is a pretty high level spell.
Seems like the work of some, high-level magic. Did you all notice it turned from stone to a dragon?
I don't know if I did see that.
I did not see that. When did that happen? I just saw the dragon in the air. That's pretty much all I saw. I was busy feeding the
As it was
the
coming out
marshal.
of the temple. I just think it's something to do with maybe some polymorph action. I don't know. Somebody cast that shit. That's pretty high level.
So do you think this is like a work of an artisan? Like maybe
No,
Luminara was like, hey,
no,
look
there
at
is
this
no,
nice
there's
card.
no
mage.
mason.
A mage,
There's
a
no-
wizard, a
right.
sorcerer.
There's no masonry going on right now.
Well, it had to start from something.
Right? Yeah.
Do you think it was just a block of stone, or do you think it was like a cool gargoyle at one point?
Right. It's probably like a big dragon statue in the temple. Abracadabra. Now it's alive.
While
Do
you
you
all
think
are
if we-
talking, you hear screams off in the distance, and you're gonna see 6 robed people carrying dead bodies. So there's 6 of them, so they're carrying 3 dead bodies, one at their feet, one at the arms, as they're walking through busted buildings, and they don't seem to see you.
Do you think we should follow them?
Absolutely.
I still think if we turn the dragon back into stone, it might be a good, bring it back to the
Story
Or we
Weaver,
could just
is one of the robed people perhaps have clothing of my size.
Roll a d20. Let's see how lucky you are.
14.
14. You're not that lucky, but they're definitely like Turtrin, or you could like, if you had some, maybe like another kobold or two, you could definitely.
Okay.
3 kobolds in a trench coat.
What about a master knitter?
Yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna
they-
say, if I got a master knitter.
These are like standard human size, so like 5'8".
I want those robes. I could use that to get in.
It's not a bad idea, or we could just follow them. But, you know, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
And I shake a little vial.
I'm gonna probably initiate combat.
Okay. As go ahead if you're trying to like catch up. Do you want to stealth, or are you just gonna run up behind him?
Oh, I'm just going in, guns a blazing.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Go
feel
ahead,
like
do-
stealth is a little out of the situation right now.
Yeah. Now I will remind you that currently there are buildings that are on fire. So
That's
as you
fine.
run, you'd be running close to them. They may fall over. There are other potential hazards nearby. So can I get you, as you run over to them, make a perception check?
Perception.
I just
Ooh,
blast them with
you're not gonna want to hear this.
Eldritch.
3 plus. Where's my skill page? There she is. Perception?
Yeah.
5. I got a total of 5.
I
want those robes.
Like one of them turns because they hear you over the roaring of the fire as they're pulling a body out of a building.
I'm
But
cackling.
as the fire cackles and crackles, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. 14.
14. You will notice that a beam that is lit and still burning falls off this building as part of it crumbles towards you. You don't quite make enough to get out of the way, so you're going to take some damage. That is 6 bludgeoning and 8 fire as this log falls on you.
Well, they really made this village out of, like, just the most flammable objects possible.
You will notice as you're walking that the village itself is not well constructed compared to the temple. It seems that these are merely shacks hastily made.
Bit of a shanty town.
I think
the
all
burning
the time
buildings-
is going into the temple.
The burning building's collapse gives me slight flashbacks of my first death.
Ooh.
But yeah, that hurt. Run over to them. We can initiate combat and roll for it.
Initiative. Oh,
Roll for what?
I got 16.
Got a nat 20 for a 23.
That turtle ready.
My turtle's
Let
fast
me-
as fuck, boy.
It's gonna be a 21. He's going X Games mode.
Oh my god, yeah, S games, mom.
X Games. Yeah. So we have Churtrin,
The X stands for
Ractrum.
Xylea.
then Torap. and then-
Welcome to the
all the
Xylean
others.
Games. Featuring Turtrin from the Yuan-ti tribe.
They rolled well. They also rolled a 16, but I think Torap, your dex is probably better than theirs.
You might think wrong. My dexterity is 10.
Oh. Do you want to go before them, or do you want to go after them?
I'll go last. I just got hit by a building.
Okay. That's fair. So we have Turtrin, Vractrum, all of them, and then Torap. So as
Bring up
you
rear.
run over, you see that your little kobold friend here, your blue little kobold, is hit by a flaming log. Turtrin, what would you like to do? These hooded individuals are probably about 65 to 70 feet away from you, around a burning building.
I will run the 30 feet and then take 2 shots with my longbow.
Okay.
First one's gonna be... Oh, okay. Come on. 14.
Hits.
Nice. I'll roll for the second one. Oh, it's even higher. It's 23.
Both hit. Are you hitting the same one or different?
Yes, same one
Okay.
guy.
This'll
7
be-
for the first hit,
Number 1. Okay.
and 7 for the second hit. So 14 total.
Yeah.
2 arrows, pincushion.
2 arrows hit into its side as it drops the arms of the person it's carrying, and you just hear like, ah!
Stop stealing those people, you people stealer!
Rakdrum's turn. As the other one who is holding the legs of the dead body drops the legs.
I'm gonna recover from this first. I'm going to slither alongside Turtrin. I believe they're
don't
called
slither.
kidnappers.
Well, that certainly doesn't look like a kid.
Does it?
I'm pretty sure it's a colloquial. Like,
Yeah, but
you
they're
know-
definitely napping.
Oh, okay, fine, whatever. And I'm gonna cast.
Napping, probably napping forever.
I'm gonna
Ah, the
cast
big sleep.
a guiding bolt at one of them.
Yeah.
So
Do you
I'll
want to
cast
do?
the? Go
There's
ahead.
6, so you can pick any number between 1 and 6 that you'd like to attack.
Let's roll a d6. 3.
Okay.
So whatever you have tied to number 3.
Okay.
So I'm upcasting that. Where are we at? Here we go. Rolling. That is a 15 to hit.
Just barely hits.
Nice, nice. Okay, so that'll be 6d6 of damage for, wow, that's a lot of ones. That's an 11.
So as your guiding bolt races out from, do you have like a
An
Rel-
incantation?
yeah, an incantation or like holy relic item
Focus.
that you're shooting it from?
Yeah. So I have a shield that has an eye on it that's been stylized as the Eye of Marshulk. So I'm going to throw the shield in front of me and just kind of like, Marshulk and creation, just hit the fuckers.
Yeah,
I'm going
the
through
guiding-
stuff right now, you know?
Yeah, the guiding bolt is like goes through the air and streaks and hits this person, whom you see the bolt. It hits almost like some kind of barrier, but then breaks through
Oh,
as it hits
mage
this
armor.
person. Yeah,
nice.
that brings us to
That's-
all their turns, unless you
Yeah,
have
that's all I can-
something you'd like to do.
No, that's all I can do right now.
Yeah, the first one who has the 2 arrows in their side looks over at all of you. And you'll see them wave. Actually, does this have... Oh, they don't have to wave anything. They just look at Turtrin and tell you to freeze. I need you to make a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
Good. I have a +7 to that. 18.
Yeah, you're fine. As they tell you to freeze, you feel their presence like try to reach into you as you just wave it off. They will move 30 feet away around a
I
building
told you
to,
first.
to stay out of sight. The second will create a spiritual weapon next to you as you are within range, and it is like a spinning bladed disc. And can they attack at the same turn? Yeah, they can. Cool.
Yes.
And they will make a attack.
You could try.
Yeah, they
frisbee.
definitely they try with an 8.
You will try.
They will try, they will fail as the spinning blade just spins around you and does nothing. The next two will both yell at our Naga friend here to halt. I need you to make 2 wisdom saving throws.
Wonderful. All right. I need to swap out virtual dice or something. That's a 9 and a 12.
Okay, so that's good because the first one does it. The second one will still use their turn because they cast it at the same time. You are currently paralyzed. Yes.
It's all right. I'm resistant to fire.
Yeah. And so it requires some movement. So they both unceremoniously like lift up their hands and in unison tell you to freeze, but then the body just goes flump on the ground and a little puff of dust and ashes come up. They will move to be out of sight of you. As the last one will also summon a spiritual blade, but this time attempt to attack our paralyzed cleric here. And it's the same spinning bladed circle. Does an 18 should hit you because you're also paralyzed.
I'm not sure exactly. I know my AC says right here. My AC says 19.
Oh, then no, it doesn't hit you. Because because even with paralyzed, they would have like advantage, and the second roll wasn't as good. So even though your foot wasn't in place, they nothing.
I wish I
Yeah.
could make comments,
That
but I'm
ends their turn.
frozen.
You can gesticulate with your eyes.
You guys really gotta go back to practicing your disc golf.
It is Korap's turn as they try and stay out of line of sight of you.
I'm going to summon my giant sea serpent head, and I'm going to pop off 2 of my Eldritch Blast, and I'm going to shout,
I have the power of Marshulk and Heisha on my side.
All right, you will have to move a little bit to get them in sight.
okay,
Because imagine like this zigzag shape.
I'll turn the corner
Yeah.
and shout that phrase at them. Very important. Alright, I'm gonna roll for the bonus action serpent head first. Where are
Essentially, so I
you?
have the power of God and God on my side.
Alright, this
That's
is
not how the saying goes.
a 12. It is summoned regardless, but whether it hits or not, it's a 12 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. I'm popping off my finger guns. Ethereal serpent heads. 19 on the first one, 16 on the next one.
Yeah, the first one, from 1 through 6, which one are you trying to attack? 1 and 3 have been hit.
I'm aiming for whoever did spiritual weapons.
Oh, yeah. So that'd be 1 and 6. 1 falls to the ground
Ooh.
as they are unconscious. While number 6, they take the damage and they're still standing.
Okay.
Well, all right. As I go, what is that? We must tell our mistress. We are under
There's,
siege from the snakes.
I'll go tell her.
The spiritual weapon of concentration.
Yeah. How much damage was it again?
I didn't roll damage yet. 9 plus 6 on the first one. 15 on one. Did they both hit, right?
Yeah. First spiritual weapon's gone. Second spiritual weapon is still there.
Neat. Are they all damage 2 times?
Yeah.
10. 15 on the first, 10 on the second.
Yeah. These are not strong enemies. But yeah, so now there are 5. One is
Ooh.
unconscious. One spiritual
And-
weapon still remains next to Vrakdrum. And it is Turtrin's turn as the spinning blade disintegrates.
All right, I'm gonna close the gap on the second one, I guess, if I can.
Yeah, so they would still be. They've maintained because they were about 70 feet from you, and you closed 30. They use their movement again, so they're still roughly about that 70 feet. So if you want to close it fully, you'd have to use your dash. Otherwise, you can continue to use your bow.
I'm gonna keep longbowing. First hit. Let's see, what is it? Nice. 26.
Hey, don't mess up those robes with your pointy bits.
Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosers, and there are 6 to choose from, so.
I'm not begging.
Damn.
I'm coming out here grabbing it.
Double
26
26.
Both? Yeah, they'll both hit.
Yeah.
Well
18
done.
plus 8 on both those.
18 plus 8 damage, so 20.
No, that was the hits. The
Oh.
first damage is gonna be 9,
Okay.
and then
second?
second damage is gonna be 7 again. Keep rolling those 3s on the d8s plus 4.
Okay. Jacob, can I have you roll a d6?
Sure, why not? Wait, would you be surprised if I told you it's a 3?
Okay, okay. That's fine.
That's a good number.
That's a good number. That's a good number. I'm looking for 2 numbers, and 3's
Right.
not it.
Yeah, and any DM knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, as you hear a roar overhead, and you all feel the wind of the dragon fly over.
Am I close enough to the unconscious guy and shove a thing in his mouth?
Oh.
Not yet. Next turn, if you use your movement, you will be.
Okay.
But it is you went so Vraktrum's turn.
Yeah, I gotta try and break this paralyzation, right?
Yeah.
Just another wisdom?
Yep.
Wonderful. That is a 17.
It's broken.
Wonderful. Do I have anything I can do? Like, is that my action to break?
I believe that takes your action to do so. So you'd have your
Wonderful.
bonuses if you wanted.
Okay, let me double check my bonuses. I believe.
Read my character sheet.
Well, I just wanted to make sure, as I was pretty sure spiritual weapon was a bonus action.
I'm pretty sure as well.
Yeah, so I'll use my movement to catch up to Pertrin or be thereabouts, so that I can use my spiritual weapon, to drop it. Ah, God, what's the number that he's shooting at right now?
Number 2.
Yeah, 1 is
drop
dead.
Next number 2.
Yeah, 2 is very damaged.
Awesome. So yeah, so I'll drop the spiritual weapon next to number 2, and it will swing out at him.
What does your spiritual weapon look like as you roll for attack?
You know, at one point I thought I knew what it looked like. I rolled a 15.
That will hit.
Now it's kind of wavering in between like a spear that has a snake on it and a mace with a spider on it.
Spider.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be 11 damage.
Heretic.
Yeah, that one is down. The first 2 are down, 4 left as they try to evade you.
And to Turtrin and Torap, if they saw my expression when this spiritual weapon is summoned, even I'm surprised by the shifting between the two. Yeah, like visibly just like, that's not right.
When we get back home, you need a filter in you.
I think I need to do my lashes.
Oh.
For the next ones that are still alive, let's be fair here. Okay. I need Torap to make 2 dexterity saving throws, and Turtrin to also make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Saving throws
As
for days.
these hooded or robed people go wave their hands, and you just hear them say "release" and whoosh, as flames shoot out.
First one's a 17. Second one's a 21.
First one's a nat 20. Second one's a 5.
You were perfectly fine. And I misread that. Instead of them shooting out, it just is like flame appears around you that you seem to dodge out of the way of their sacred flames.
Oh, it's sacred flame, nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. The last one, though, moves their spiritual weapon back to Turtrin, as you're the one who's doing almost killing them. It seems like almost the most.
You're gonna have
No,
to pray
it's
a lot
fine.
harder.
It's fine. They can't hit you with it.
Pray harder.
Yeah. Alex, roll a d6.
Where's my 6? 2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Sure, why not? Well, that's an 18.
All right. So you are able to avoid, and if we had a map, you would move 5 feet to an unoccupied space as part of one of these hut houses explodes, and you dodge out of the way of the splinters and fire, or slither out of the way.
Wonderful.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
What kind of explosives are they hiding in these shantytown?
Quite possibly just some disgusting oiled rags that spontaneously combust when you
Someone jarred their
overheat them.
farts.
Yeah.
We're selling them around town.
Torap's turn. Well, I mean, one of them is an influencer, and she makes a lot of money that way.
Wait. Is it
Bath
Sandy
water.
Cheeks?
She'll never tell.
The
But
equivalent
Torap-
of gamer girl bathwater in D&D.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Torap's gonna do the same wombo combo, keeping my movement up to whatever I gotta do to keep up with whoever's running.
Yeah, you had a line of sight and you were ahead of everyone else a little bit. So if you wanted to, you could probably close the distance
Neat.
if you
But,
wanted and be in melee combat, or maintain your range.
No,
And
no melee. I want to see what kind of speed my serpent has. 30 feet. As a bonus action, I can move it and attack. Okay, cool. So yeah, that'll move and attack. Its torso like just stays in the ground. It's like the portal that it's in shifts. Yeah. And I'm shortly behind it. All 3 of us attacking. All 3 of us. I count as 2.
You are definitely shortly behind.
22 for the sea serpent to hit.
that hits.
Roll. 14 damage.
Okay.
I'm popping off 12 to hit
Misses.
and a 22 to hit.
That hits.
8 damage.
8. As your Eldritch Blast serpent leaves your hand, you see that the serpent hits that same barrier, but then shatters through and the actual barrier breaks, as then also that robed person falls to the ground. And they are unconscious. You have 3 of these people left as they are running away from you.
I know I used up my action economy. Am I able to discern if they're like maybe trying to lead us somewhere intentionally?
You do see that it's a straight shot to the temple. You have to go up a hill, couple hundred feet, but quite possibly they may be trying to lead you there, or just get to a slightly wider street that's not currently on fire.
They're trying to lead us to where we want to go.
Okay.
That brings us to Turtrin, as you see them trying to flee. 3 of them fall in, almost like dominoes.
Alright, if that unconscious one's nearby, he's taking a big old drink.
Yeah, first one that got knocked out, you can definitely give them a drink as your turn.
Dunk. Dunk. Right into his mouth.
Okay.
I mean, would it be absorbed better if like we made them butt chug it?
You can try that.
Yeah, you've never done it. So,
That seems sacrilegious.
How do you spell gadunk?
Gadunk. It's like Godot.
Apostrophe D-U-N-K.
Okay.
I don't
Or
know,
alternatively D-O-O-N-K.
I
I think there's a
DO.
UH in there somewhere.
Whoa. Is that a G and then a K?
G apostrophe.
I think you'd only have your bonus action left. Or no, you'd have 1 attack and then your bonus action if you're
Okay.
keeping it
So I'll put that in there, and I'll use the rest of my movement to follow up still, and I'll take 1 shot. At,
Yeah.
I guess 3, because 2 is dead, or what happened?
Yeah. 1, 2, and 3 are down, so that just leaves
So
4,
4.
5, and 6.
All right, 24 to hit on 4.
That hits.
Oh yes, that's 11 damage.
Nice.
Got the 7 plus 4.
And you used your bow, so another arrow
Mm-hmm.
pierces through. You also see it breaks through their shimmering, translucent shield. Josh, roll a d6.
I shall. I don't want to grade that, but I rolled a 5.
5? Nice. I need everyone
To make a new character.
to roll a Constitution saving throw as you hear that familiar screech, and the dragon will rest on top of a building and spray down a cone of cold on
Nat
all
20
of you.
for 27, baby. Let's go.
I got a total of 21.
Yo, I got a nat 20 for a 24.
No way! We're so ready.
I would love to take a picture of this, but the dice just went whoop, boom, and
And
disappeared on me.
your boy, on top of that, takes half from cold.
Okay. Well, it's still a lot of d8s I'm going to be rolling, so
That's good.
2, 3.
So what you're saying is I should heal on the next turn.
Yeah, probably. Let's just roll these twice.
I don't like that.
Whoa. 37 halved.
Ooh.
Math. 18. So everyone takes 18, but whoever has resistance cold takes 9.
Oh, that's not
Barely
too
a
bad.
scratch.
As the dragon lifts up lifts up and seems to become partially translucent as it continues to fly. But that brings us to Raktrum's turn.
Awesome. So you said the ones that are left, 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
And from our mind map here, would I be able to see 4, 5, and 6 fully?
Yeah, they're like in a straight line too, if
Cool.
that's needed.
No, that's all good. I'm trying to gauge which thing to do, because I remember there was a corner, and I just wanted to make sure that I could, see everyone.
I'll replay it a little bit. It's almost like you saw them coming out of a building just around the corner of another that's on fire and passing by the flames of another building. You saw your friend dash past the building where a log fell on them, and as they were walking up the street, effectively, that's when you all attacked. They moved further up to get a corner and out of sight, which caused you all to also get towards that same street to see them. And you notice that the street that you're on is slightly stoneworked, a little bit better than the rest. That it leads, like I said, a good couple hundred yards straight towards the temple, while the dragon flies overhead, screeching.
All right. I don't really have anything good for not killing, so I think we're just gonna try to kill them. Would you say that the 3 of them are within 20 feet of each other?
Oh, most definitely.
Wonderful. We're gonna go for a classic, guys. We're gonna go for a classic, and I'm gonna fireball them.
What's a little bit more fire damage in a town full of buildings on fire?
Exactly. It's fun. I'm a light cleric. I like to burn things. I'm in my element right now. We're having a little bit of existential crisis right now, but I'm in my element as I reach out to Mayor Shulk. Marshulk. I want to call him Mayor Shulk, and I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Maybe that's why he
that's why
doesn't answer
Marshall
prayers.
didn't reach out to you when you called for him. So
I'm going to keep reaching out to Mayor Shulk. And I'm just thinking of a centaur now. A centaur version of him. Anyway, let's cast this fireball.
it's all snake rattlers instead of hooves.
Yeah. I need them to do a dex save, the 3 of them.
One succeeds
Wonderful.
because they got a 20. Everyone else, no.
So that'll be 30 points of damage to the 2 who didn't succeed, and I guess 15 to the one who did.
The last one barely holding in, and they maintain their spiritual weapon.
Wonderful.
They still have their frisbee.
They still have their frisbee, so there's only one left. That's number 6, who is burnt, their robes slightly blown away, as the other ones are just now cinder husks on the ground. I don't know if you're going to be able to turn them, but you can always try.
Don't worry, we can heal them and I can mend the robes, Torap. I can mend them. Well, there was a couple that weren't burnt to a crisp.
We already have 3 of them.
He just seemed very upset.
I'm fully on board with changing all who've fallen here, but if one filter works on a humanoid, I think that thing up there is going to take more than one.
Does an 18 hit Turtrin as a spiritual weapon comes soaring at you? Finally. Okay.
The frost breath hit me last time. It's okay.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Well, it only does 5 points of radiant damage.
Oh, never mind.
Force damage, sorry. As you just hear it go and actually hit you in the shell.
It's like grinds across the back of my shell.
And then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Let's go. 21.
21? You're fine. Nothing happens as they try to command you to do something, but the flames, everything, don't hear it. They're over 60 feet away.
And I'm also old. What'd you say?
They're over 5 feet away. You can't hear them.
Are you asking me if I want a malt? What are you saying?
Halt! And then
Malt?
they'll use their full movement, which is only 30 feet, to try and run from you as they duck around another building that's on fire. Go ahead. Let's do a luck roll. Alex, roll a d20.
11.
Roll a d20 again.
16.
16? Okay, they're fine. You hear flames crackle as part of a building falls apart, and you hear them screech. Something could have happened, something could not have happened. But...
Wilhelm scream.
Don't we
Yeah.
have that?
But then it's Torap's turn.
Torap's gonna go into the building.
Yeah, you can go through the building or you can go around the building, whichever one you would like to do. The building is currently on fire. Whoa, what is our... Our stream got very funny looking.
Oh, that's because I was
there we
grabbing
go.
that soundboard. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the most direct route. No, I'm not. I got hit by a building. I'm
I
gonna.
mean, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Anyways, I'm gonna choose whichever way I think is safer.
Yeah, probably around the outside of the building instead of
Yeah.
through the fiery...
But I want to make it to that
City.
person.
Yeah, you can see it that they just narrowly missed being hit by a flaming log similar to the one that hit you.
Neat. Am I able to close the distance for melee attacks?
You could. Hugging the
Flaming
building,
log.
you'd feel the heat of the building on your scales.
I'll do it.
And then, yeah, they're right there in front of your face as you stand on the other side of this flaming log
Very nice.
between the two of you. Yeah.
I'm going to pull out what is clearly a serpent's fang. Two of them, actually. And I'm going to go for non-lethal attacks.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Do it.
30, 20 to hit.
Yeah, those hit. How would you like to knock out this last person?
Lobotomy. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Okay. Standing over the flames, you leap over the burning log as you jam both serpent's fangs through their nostrils and twist. You thought it was non-lethal, but we'll see what happens. Their body twitches as you just hear the dull. They're still making noises. They must be alive.
You should have coated the fangs with the Marshalk and then jab it up.
Yeah, you
yeah.
pull the fangs out of their nostrils as they drip with blood, and it looks like there's a little bit of brain matter on the tip.
Ooh.
But they still twitch, and they're still breathing
Mm-hmm.
as they
That'll
are
be fine.
unconscious.
How do we
Buildings
stop
around
the
you.
dragon?
I come up in the robe.
Ah.
Well, I mean, we don't necessarily need to stop the dragon. We just got to stop the person who's thinking real hard about the dragon.
Is that me?
No, not you.
No.
You're in the temple.
Can I have
Probably
robes?
this Lumina person. Yeah,
gonna
put
take
it
this
on real
mo-
quick.
I'm gonna take this person's robes.
Put it on, and I'm gonna have you like step on. Like it's obviously way too tall for you, but I'm gonna have you like mermaid tail it out, and I'll just go.
Yeah.
Ting!
Nice.
So now it should be the right size for you.
Now I look like an Ewok, except for my snout with the mustache pokes out.
So like an Ewok.
And my little yellow hat, I'm gonna take it off. You know, throw the hood on, and then put the yellow hat on top of the hood.
Of course. Yeah.
Dashing.
The perfect disguise.
They'll never know.
Hear more screams off in the distance as you see a body just thrown up into the sky, and then you hear it splat somewhere down further away.
Carl is putting in the work.
The
May
wonderful
Marshalk
thing.
be on his side.
Do you think he's having fun?
I don't think he thinks anything.
Hungry.
Boy, yeah, he thought about food. He told us.
Thought a lot about it, too.
I guess that's fair. Touche.
Oh.
I'm gonna drink a potion, just for
A healing potion?
yeah.
Hey, you gotta be clear about that.
Yeah.
Wait, no, roll evens odds.
We don't need to keep going on a journey right now.
But yeah, the buildings are on fire. The dragon is flying overhead as it's slightly translucent, looking for your friend Carl there. The body was thrown, and you saw the dragon go after where it thinks the source of the throw was from. But yeah, you now stand next to a burning building, keeping you warm, which is nice, as all the buildings are starting to illuminate the quickly darkening night.
I'm actually drinking 2 potions.
I think Carl made a good enough distraction that we can make a night wasp line straight to the temple.
I couldn't agree more.
We
Just
could also
toss that baby right into the temple doors, and then we'll wait it out.
Oh, I forgot you had those. I thought you were just being metaphorical. Like we could be quick to the temple.
Yeah, like a beeline, but I said night wasp instead, or ghost wasp.
Yes, no,
I can't
understand
read the
now.
label on this, and it was made by another kobold.
No, I told it was my fault. I understand now. I was just letting you know that it took me a second. That's all.
I start walking.
Yeah,
I was making conversation.
You have the robe, these very patched, this robe.
Hey,
on
look, if we need to, if
Tell me
it
I'm
would
pretty.
make you feel better, DM, I can mend the robes so they look nice. I have mending.
You can do whatever you would like to do.
As a cantrip, I will cast mending, and it specifically says a torn cloak. Look, clean it up. We're all good.
Yeah.
We look great.
There were a couple non-charred bodies. Did you want to try and give them filters as well, or how's your filter count coming? Because you've run through like 10.
Yeah,
I have 7 left. Wow.
I've been keeping count.
I don't know.
He's just giving them to me.
I'm just like, you get a filter, you get a filter, you get a filter. Check under your chairs, everybody.
Use 4 on the merchants. Yeah.
I gave 1 to Sandy.
Sandy, you just use 1 on that one, so that's 5, 6. And then last time you used 2 on 2 other people, so that's 8.
7, 8. So you have 1 more because we had 9 to start out with.
All right, there you go.
We're going nuts. I was going nuts at first, but I realized I want the top dog.
What
Yeah.
I mean, if these people are unconscious and not dead, then I will use another one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to just like hand them out for free.
Yeah. I mean, you could use your last one on one of the other ones. That's you can take a gamble, the one that's kind of burnt and singed, or one of the ones that was knocked out.
No, the burnt cinch ones are a lost cause. I'll give it to the regular old knocked out man.
Okay.
For good measure, I'll go by and coup de grace the singed one.
Just in case, double tap.
Yeah.
Always
Exactly.
double tap. Actually, my home game players know that they need to double tap all my big bad bosses.
Mm-hmm. It's important.
Yeah,
They might come back.
they definitely will. So you're definitely able to make a beeline towards the temple if you would like. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
That's what I would like to do. I don't know about
Okay.
you guys.
Who's in?
Go with it.
What's the marching order?
I'll go first.
I'll go second.
I'll go last.
I shouldn't go first, but I am.
Torap, make a perception check as you approach the temple.
8.
8.
It's a temple.
It's a big temple that's under construction, and
Oh.
the gate is currently down because it's closed. Okay.
You guys see that temple, don't you? That's where I'm going.
We're literally right behind you, you fucking idiot.
You see it, don't you?
Yeah.
Looking like a true parent of a child.
Yeah, the cough.
Look at that.
As you point your finger out. Oh man. As you point your finger out, is your AC lower than
God.
23?
You don't want to know my AC. Yeah, it's lower than 23.
Okay. Because
Don't
as you
wanna
point
know
your
your
finger out, you hear first before you feel it the heavy thwanging of crossbow bolts as one of them pierces through your side and comes out the other end as they got a crit on their roll.
That's fine.
And then you feel the second one stick into you as
That
you
explains
will
the
take-
cough that happened.
Yeah, you take 32 points of piercing damage.
32. Oh.
Yeah, when I went,
No, that's great.
because there was a nat 20 on the roll.
That's great. That's what should happen.
Yeah.
First.
I'm not going first anymore.
You hear
Can I
the
re-
cranking
can I re-
sound of them.
Can I retaliate at all? How far are they?
Yeah, so they're up on the like up on the top of the gate. The walls aren't quite done yet, so they're kind of just like half covered by loose work stone.
Mm-hmm.
You could retaliate.
I guess
if
our
you-
robes mean nothing.
well, it's more that someone's tail sticks out of the bottom,
They don't know.
and someone else has a very koboldy face sticking out of the front.
Hey, he's got a mustache on. It's like they've never seen a mustached man before.
I'm pretty sure
Or
they
a
don't have-
snake man. Come on. I could be a druid.
As you do hear an "oh shit," and then they're like, "Who goes there?"
There we go. That's all we needed.
And as the other one looks at the other, it's like, "Dude, that was sick." I know, right?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
It was just supposed to be a warning shot.
That's one hell of a warning.
I'm gonna...
Do something,
I shake my fist.
Brad.
Oh. Can I heal him?
Yeah, you can heal him.
All right. Let's go ahead and take care of that real quick.
But they ask you to call out your names. Who are ye?
Fucking moment.
I'm
We
going
gotta
to.
fix your mess.
I guess. Rip the thing the rest of the way out. And
I'm gonna chop off the tail end so that's easier to pull out. Dink. And then we pull it out the other way.
Yeah. All right, that'll be 16 points of healing.
Close him up before he bleeds out.
I'm working on it.
Is how's 16 look for Torab?
That's a good start.
All right, we'll go one more.
Healed half of it.
Yeah, we'll go one more. All right, there's 23.
23 is the second one.
Yeah, 16 and 23.
All right.
I can't math right now. It's been a long day. What was that, 39? Something like that? 38?
I got it. That's a lot better. You're a fucking asshole! I gotta get up there and kick your ass! Thank you.
How dare you shoot the blue dragon?
Ractrum, thank you. The blue raptor. Blue raptor.
Sorry, blue raptor.
We don't know no blue raptor, and they're aiming their heavy crossbow
Christ
at you.
almighty! It's goddamn Brad!
No.
Wait, do you know Brad? Oh, who's your cousin?
Who's Brad's cousin?
Sandy! Sandy is our cousin. Blythe sent us up here to meet with Lumina!
Someone needs to roll a persuasion.
I would love to roll
Or
a persuasion.
Deception?
I would love to roll a persuasion, personally.
Persuasion, or if you're lying, deception.
I'm lying. Blythe did not
Yeah.
send us.
Sandy sent us.
24.
Yeah, mine would have been a dirty 20 for persuasion.
Y'all are some very charismatic snakes.
Yes.
That's why they sent us.
I send
Well,
my
fits.
Haisha, thanks.
One. Okay. Dice like you today. They like steady their heavy crossbows back and one of you can come in.
Can we just go around? Can we have a second to talk about who could go in then?
Yeah. You do that. We'll get Sandy Cheeks up here and
What kind of fucking guards only let one of their own guy in?
you don't look like one of our people.
Wow! Prejudice!
Wow. Lumina's gonna have a fucking earful about you guys. What's your names?
Those 20s are getting stretched hard here. Well, my name is Brad.
Well, let us just have a moment, talk amongst ourselves who should enter. We gotta... Hold on. Alright, Tetrid, what assholes? Listen,
Fuck do you guys think they are?
I could have some of us invisible.
I'm talking extra quiet if that counts for anything.
Okay,
They're
yeah.
way higher than 60 feet.
I could have a few of us
we're yelling.
invisible. I could have... Perhaps Vractrum and myself could be invisible, and when Tertrin, the only one, walks in, we're right there all along.
Sounds good to me.
So wait, there is a problem with this. I'm
Going to tap the armor I'm in.
I'm very noisy. Invisibility only goes so far. Well, then you could be the walker, and we'll be the steppers. I need to work on that. I hate every bit of this, but it does make sense. I really wish Tertrin was going, but I'm too noisy.
So I imagine that you're just huddled
Yeah.
like 80 feet in front of
Yeah,
the gate.
and I know I'm smaller than the others, but I'm trying to like wrap my arms around their shoulders, like do it to the best of my ability.
Let's go walk behind the corner of a building and then only
And then one person
That's
that's just
only
like,
actor will come back out.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like if you turn invisible right there, they're gonna watch
no,
you
not
turn
right
invisible.
then and there. No.
Come on, James. Who do you think we are?
Yeah.
Well, we'll do.
Just because I've got a +0 to intelligence doesn't mean I'm not wise. I'll go around the corner. Come on.
All right, on the way around the corner.
We're just gonna go put out some fires while only one of us can enter.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait.
What are your names? Brad and what?
My name's Chad.
Brad and Chad, alright.
Of course.
Lumina's gonna get a fucking earful about you guys.
You hear that? He's gonna give an earful about that.
All right.
All right.
So I guess
turn
you
the-
two are going around the corner and I'm going in then?
Yeah, we're gonna go put out fires, quote unquote, except for turn invisible and then follow you. And I will
Wonderful.
burn one of my spell slots.
That actually would look really great because Fracturum just would stand there as you two like walk away hastily, like around the corner.
Yeah.
As the gate like rises up and Fracturum can like just enough for like one person to go under and slither in, and then two of you run.
That's exactly what happens. How'd you know?
Yeah. The guards.
Agent man.
Luckily, they're out of earshot because we already established that for hearing your chainmail go.
I don't have any disadvantages to stealth, so
Yeah.
I'm good.
I
with-
do specifically. That's the only
Yeah.
reason.
So as Vractrum goes through, the gate will close behind. As you see that there's a large kind of causeway that then goes into the temple proper. Like I said, it's still being built, so there are statues that are yet to be finished. And you actually see one where there is an empty podium where potentially a large dragon statue used to be. That's in a courtyard.
Well, that explains that. I guess I was right.
While you go in, you see people are moving about, and very quickly after the gate closes, both Brad and Chad will come down to greet Vractrum, as they'll just say, "All right, so Sandy Cheeks sent you, hmm?"
She did. And
Well,
and before we get prejudiced, I'm one of the Fangless. I offered her my fang. If she comes by, you can get the fang from her as proof that I am one of the Fangless.
all right. Well, there's only one of you, so it's no problem. Here, follow us as we take you inside. I do need stealth checks with advantage from the other two.
So, Brad and Chad, how long have you two been together?
Well,
Where are you?
I mean, we've been guarding the walls here for a couple years now. What do you mean by together?
22.
Well, you're obviously a squad.
Dirty 20.
I paired you together for a reason.
Oh yeah, it's Brad, Chad. That guy over there's name is Tad. That one over there's name is Quad.
It feels as if you all have a shared ancestor who is very intelligent.
Oh yeah. Sir Lad. He was great.
Should I ask how he became a sir?
You know, we don't really know. Vimuros is a wild and crazy place. We heard he was a senator at some point, but then gave it up for some reason. I don't know. I'm sure someone out there has the story to weave about it at some point now that is canonical.
You might as well just call him a mad lad then. Why would you get rid of that kind of position of power?
Who knows? But as you walk in, the further in you go, the more complete the temple is. So the walls were roughly put together. And as you go into the temple proper, you actually see that it like dips down further into the ground, where it's more heavily fortified. There are less guards here, except for, of course, Brad and Chad.
Chad
I
and
just
Tad.
realized
Tad.
we're literally paralleling the beginning of this fucking game.
We are.
That's awesome.
So Brad and Chad, I can't help but notice that there's been a lot of work done in this portion of the temple, but not much on the outside. How long have you been working on this?
Oh yeah. What? It's like, oh geez, like at least like solid 18 months now. Non-stop, every day, 12-hour days. But you know, we love it. As the other one says, we love it, and you see their eyes just kind of like go bluish white.
I bet you do love it. I bet you do. So 18 months now. That's quite some time to be working on just the temple.
Oh
Why
yeah,
not-
you know.
why
had
not
to
the
give up
rest of the
working on
town?
Yeah, we had to give up working on the town. The only other thing that's really standing is our tavern, because that's kind of just our like meeting longhouse. So that used to be our temple, and before now, and you know, exposition. And, oh look, fancy stonework. You hear the familiar voice of Sandy Cheeks somewhere further, echoing
Further.
through the halls, further down into this work. I need another stealth check as we continue.
16?
There's again.
16.
It's diminishing.
Do we have advantage again because of the invisible?
Oh, yeah, advantage. Ah, yeah, dirty 21. Well, there's no such thing as a natural 21, so.
16?
Flipped. Okay. As you go further in, you pass. The guards have you like slither around and step over pressure plates and other traps that are within this temple. If you had just run in, probably would have run into them a couple times. You reach a set of like heavy wooden doors bound with iron bands. I'm gonna need like a Arcana check here from our little kobold to maintain concentration.
Whoa. Plus 0. 17.
17. You just barely are able to hold on to your invisibility as you feel runes outside this door attempt to turn off your invisibility.
I just got magically flashbanged.
Yeah, it's more like imagine like, you know how Moonbeam reveals shapeshifters and other creatures. It's kind of like that. Yeah. Where if there's something hidden, it becomes visible. So you overcame that.
That's nice.
You can hear Sandy Cheeks through the other side of the door. She's like, "No, I swear they're good. You got a fangless one. You got a giant turtle. There's a cute little blue one there with I swear they're a great bunch of people." As another voice is just, well, Sandy, I do trust your intuition, but I do know you're somewhat gullible. As Brad and Chad are like, just wait, she's busy.
That was very rude. Sandy's been nothing but nice to us.
Yeah, so tell us about your friends you came with, and why are you wearing robes of our devout?
Well, you see, I am fangless. My friend is a turtle, and the other is a little blue raptor man. We don't make the greatest first impression, so we were attacked. We tried our best to persuade, but they kept pressing.
At no point have I lied.
True. Persuasion. But from the other two, would your characters laugh or giggle at that?
No. I'd be shaking my head. But like,
The stakes are too high right now.
Okay. Okay, because
Alright.
like if you laugh or giggle, something will happen.
Oh man, that is an all right roll. That is an all right roll of 11. It's not amazing, but it's all right.
Yeah. You know the high priestess, the mistress there, she's busy. Why don't you let's go wait. Are you hungry? You want something to eat?
Brad, Chad, I would prefer to stay in viewing distance of my friend Sandy. And I will go ahead and tell you now, if you do forcibly move me, I will yell out for Sandy, and I will accuse both of you of attempting to molest me.
what?
Okay, do your characters giggle at that?
Torab will.
Yeah, I was like, probably just like
Yeah, it just barely slips. I was trying not to laugh in real life to see if my character could do it. But fuck it, Torab's gonna giggle.
They will draw their swords as I go, "Who's there?"
Again, I will begin yelling out.
How close is Torap and Turtrin to Ractrum? Because Brad or Chad, one of them, will just kind of like lazily swing their sword around, like.
I mean, any good stealth man knows you got to
don't
stay
stay
at least
close.
10 feet behind, right? Like,
Okay. Yeah.
what,
so
like
you're-
what's the one, like 1 person, 2 persons length?
Yeah. So you're like not in melee range.
Two cars back, one to the right.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, no, I think you better come with us. And they're gonna put their hands on you.
Sandy! Sandy and Lumina! I am being accosted when I came here under... What I'm looking for. There's a word for... Under parley and peace. I am being accosted. Do not make me use the M word again, Brad and Chad.
They're gonna be canceled from the cult, dude.
Were you asking me to do something?
Yeah,
I
do
was
a strength,
okay.
do a strength check. As a will attempt to grapple you to move you.
No, I'm going to let them pick me up because I'm
Oh,
I'm playing with the.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, then they definitely both grab like each of your arms and start pulling you down the
Brad
hallway.
and Chad, please understand. If you don't stop moving, I will make you stop.
They're like, no, there's something doesn't quite smell right here. As you hear the door like
I am going
creak
to
open a little bit.
expend. I'm going to expend. My understanding is there's no somatic. It's all verbal components. I'm going to expend.
That's not a complete statement.
I'm using this word very specifically to
going to
cast
expand.
web. No, I'm going to expend a charge so I can cast web and lock us in place.
Okay. When you do that, I need a perception. No. You won't notice it right away. You're in.
I do have
place.
advantage on perception. Just throwing that out there.
What's everyone's passive perceptions as you're watching this happen?
18.
12.
12. So Ractrum will see, but Turtrin and Torap won't. The door changes when that happens to... Where'd that go? Here it is. The door becomes more shadowy. And loses some of its wood grain.
Brad and Chad, I feel like you're pissing off the door.
Hey, what? This is not. One of them's trying to reach their whistle, but can't quite because they're webbed.
Brad and Chad, we are now stuck together. If you would stop wiggling, we could be a little more comfortable.
What's the DC to escape?
Oh, let me pull it back up. I closed it. Web. Spell. D&D. Fuck, where is it? Strength check against your spell DC. So I think that's 15, I want to say. Let me double check that. Spells. Yeah, my spell save DC is 15, so it'd be a strength check against 15.
Okay, so they both are able to break out of your webbing. They're pretty strong. As they will attempt to go to the door, they did not see it change. And will go inside the door.
You know, this feels very unfortunate for them. I didn't mean to kill them. I'm just going to assume that they're dead.
But you haven't told the rest of your party what you've seen yet. So, Turtrin and Torap would just see them go into the room that you were trying to get into.
In the, I thought we were already in the room, and they were running back out.
You're still outside of it. You're waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's unfortunate that the door has changed into a door of shadows. I would very much like to speak to my friend. My friend Sandy Cheeks.
Can I listen to that?
Alright, Shinogami.
You hear nothing on the other side of that door.
Do something.
It is silent. Yeah.
Anyone talking to her?
No, but I can't do anything to this door.
You also webbed yourself.
I did.
Yeah.
I did, but technically, I mean, I'm the one who cast it, so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could drop it.
Yeah.
Good night.
But it would just.
Walk through the door.
The door changed.
Okay, and
Don't see it. I mean, that. Everyone knows you don't walk through a shadow door.
No.
What's wrong with the shadow door?
Well, I guess if we're just gonna talk at the normal volume to ourselves out here.
Life has many doors, Vrack boy.
It's like.
Sandy was gassing us up. Let's just go inside.
Can I, before I do this thing, can I make a last ditch, since we are in a temple, religion check to, see if I recognize any bit of this before I walk through this door?
Yeah.
As being like a religious, like, the basically being the byproduct of a religious exercise.
Yeah.
Man, this is all human jazz.
Yeah, let's see how good your human god knowledge is.
It's not good. It's 12.
12?
I mean, it's middle of the road. That's all right.
Yeah. Trying to decide how nice I want to be as a, because it's a pretty low roll.
Hey, out of dude, you're going out of 20. It's not that low. It's over half.
I would say that that moon and evening gods and goddesses can definitely work with illusions. So it could be a door, or it could have always been a fake door, or it could be something else. I think that's with a 12, that would be like the max religion knowledge.
All right. I mean, you know what?
You do hear a wow, wow
From the door?
from the temple.
Oh, right. As they say back home, fuck it. I'm gonna walk through the door.
Cool.
I follow.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Okay. You go through the door and you see a 30 by 30 by 30 foot empty room that has Brad and Chad inside, touching the walls, trying to figure out how they got into this empty room. Which, as you go through that door, the door disappears.
Brad, Chad, I would like to say it's been nice knowing you.
They have their swords drawn and they're like, "What did you do? What did you do?"
I was nothing more than a victim here, actually. What you're doing right now is very wrong.
They will attempt to attack you. Since you're the only one they can see in Torap and Turtrin, cannot be seen. I
Go
think you
for
still
it.
have your invisibility up.
I would like to throw the jar of wasps at Brad and Chad.
You are in the room with them,
Don't do that.
but that is
No.
perfectly fine.
That don't matter.
Oh, we're gonna fucking die.
All right. Yeah, we'll do it as a surprise because you're invisible.
Mhm.
I'll also say that Turtrin, you get a surprise because you're invisible. And then
I'm holding on to it.
Yeah. So
As you
you're
should.
able to throw the wasps in this it's just constantly lit from no particular source room.
Mhm.
You throw the jar and it crashes at their feet. These glowing wasps break out and immediately start stinging at Brad and Chad. Okay. Okay. Oh no, they're dead. Okay. No, these ones are alive. The other stat blocks I had were dead.
Jeez.
They start sticking Brad and Chad. Oh no, they're dead.
Mauled by wasps.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Brad, Chad. So Chad, who also got the crit, seems to be able to kind of dodge these wasps a little bit better than Brad can. Turtrin, is there anything you would like to do? Technically, throwing a jar also doesn't break invisibility because you're only interacting with an object and not making an attack. I guess I'll rule it that way.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
I'm gonna sword attack either one of them if they come and try to strike.
Oh yeah, they did.
right.
You'd see them run up to Vractrum and both attempt to make sword attacks against Vractrum.
Okay, I'll try to cleave one in twain here.
Yeah, being invisible, I believe you get an advantage on the attack, but as soon as you do, you become visible.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're in moon prison right now, so
Oh wow, they're twinsies.
26 to hit on the first one.
Hits.
See if that kills the guy. 8 damage.
No.
No. Okay, we'll do it again. 18 to hit.
Yeah. Your blade is able to pierce and slice through their splint mail.
And then 12 damage on that second hit.
Okay.
So once across the waist and then down the back since I didn't kill him the first time.
Yeah. You become visible as they're just like, what the holy, this is, did we go to the hells?
No!
Both of
You fools, you're in Ghost Wasp Moon Prison!
you,
Isn't it obvious?
does 16 hit, Vractrum?
No.
Yeah, well, these next ones aren't going to hit either. As they swing their swords, the stinging of the ghost wasps blinds their sight a little bit.
Just as a reminder, I do have that cloak of displacement,
Yeah.
so anything physical against me will be
Yeah, they attempt,
disadvantage.
but it is not successful. Yeah, well, let's just go around. Let's do it. Vractrum, your turn.
Wonderful. Are they both in front of me?
Yeah, they're within melee of you, both in front.
Awesome. I'm going to breath weapon them, because I
Okay.
have a breath weapon I can use once a day, and that just sounds like fun. So I just need them to roll a dex save.
17. They keep rolling. I rolled 2 11s, and I rolled 2 10s before, and then now I rolled 2 16s.
Oh my gosh.
So
Just roll them together from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll take 7 points of damage. It was 14, but they'll take 7.
Brad is looking very injured. What kind of breath weapon attack was this as you went?
As they both swing at me, and then Turtrin comes through and swings through, I'm gonna rear myself back, and as I rear back, a orange glow emanates from my chest, and follows up my throat, and then out my mouth as a burning flame comes out.
Come on! Come on.
The Brad is still standing, though barely, while Chad is. It looks still full of ferocity, as he is now
Typical Chad.
2 versus 2. Thinks that the tables are still in his favor.
Question: because it is a 15-foot range,
Mhm.
does it hit any of the walls?
It could hit the wall, yeah. You would see the flames hit the wall and kind of go up a little bit, but it doesn't seem to catch it on fire.
No, like damage or anything like that to it.
After this, we'll find out. We'll have like a
Okay.
quick meta game about how you want to deal with this.
Got it. Yeah, that'll be all I do. I mean, I'm in a box.
Yeah, Turtrin's turn. No, yeah, Turtrin. Words.
I'm gonna try to finish off Brad here. Now 20. Let's try to chop something off. Let's go.
Ooh.
What do you chop off?
Oh shit, dude! I got. First of all, it's 14 damage plus 10, so 24 damage.
Oh, he's dead.
Chop off
I'm cleaving him in twain like I originally said.
You find a weakness in his splint mail as you just chop him. I imagine very like anime style, like cross the collarbone down the torso as the arm splits off to the side and his head flops over to the other, blood spurting in every direction that it possibly can. As
Got you that time.
As your sword even goes through the spine and you cut through bone, and just the top half slides off from the other.
Like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah.
Wipe the blood out of my eyes.
Chad screams at the sight of his companion guard.
I told you, Chad.
In blood.
You were gonna regret all that earlier.
And
You're stuck in here. You're stuck in here with me.
I told you you shouldn't have tried to molest me.
And now I'm gonna swing at Chad. That's a 19. We're gonna fucking
also
do it
counts.
again.
That also counts.
Let's
Okay.
roll the damage. 7. Well, it's 7 damage, and then I guess I have to roll what, the 19 or 20 on the flat roll
Yeah.
to see if I chop off an arm or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 7 damage to Chad. What's the flat roll? 12. Damn it.
That would have been
Not
so
this
good.
time.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen on Lumina. I can feel it.
Yeah. It's brewing.
Yeah, you do some damage. He's still up. It's Torap's turn as Chad screams with blood covering his face from his friend covering him. Pool of blood and just viscera on the floor underneath your feet. As it pools out, it is starting to like go around your invisible toes.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if someone wasn't screaming, they would be able to tell that something was standing there.
Yeah. Can I minor illusion flames surrounding Vractrim and Turtrin? About waist level?
If it's concentration, I believe it will cause your invisibility to drop.
Oh, I don't think minor illusion's concentration. Let me check, because that's a deal breaker.
Yeah. I think I know what you're doing, and that would be the only stipulation, is if it's concentration and cause invisibility to drop.
What is going on? Google search, thank you. It is not concentration.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do minor illusion. Flames come out. You said at waist level?
Like from the ground to at least waist level. Whatever's the
okay.
biggest intimidating flames I can put around
Okay.
my allies here.
Yeah, just like a 5 foot. I believe it
Right.
fills a 5 foot cube, so just whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
Although there's no heat from it, but it looks spectacular.
Yeah.
Vractrum. Is that all Torap would like to do?
Can I pop off Mr. Willy-nilly Fingy Wingy the first and let him crawl in there somewhere?
Yeah, you could pop him off. He would lose because he's no longer touching you.
Yep.
Would lose invisibility. So as he
Yeah.
pops off your hand, it just would be like, hi everybody.
Start crawling
Why
up
is,
Brad
why is
or
the hand
Chad's,
Beetlejuice?
Brad or Chad's, like, just start crawling up his ankle and legs.
Yeah, which Chad will attempt to run away, but it's a 30 by 30 by 30 foot room.
Yeah.
Can't go very far as just the tentacled hand is just like, I'm gonna give you a big old kiss on the face.
And that'll
What
end
is-
my turn.
What is Vractrum's turn?
I don't know how to follow that up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't. I've been trying to think of something, and the best the best I've got right now is that I would like to try to convince him he's actually in hell, but
Not
I don't know how to do that.
I need to go potty real quick. I can still hear you, and if anybody asks, I'm just RPing being invisible.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
He turns the microphone on his headset on.
Boy, you pissing heavy. You frying chicken in there?
God, I really don't know what to do here other than he ran away from us, right?
He's like at the other end of the wall. I mean, you could do an opportunity attack if you'd like, because he was within melee range, as he's like clawing at this like grayish white.
He had to have been from both of us, because I hit
Yeah.
him. I hit him too.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I'll take the hit.
Yeah. That sounds like a good
it's
good
an 11.
option.
Misses.
It's an 11 as well.
Twinsies.
But that would have just been the reaction, so.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't actually have a clue on where he's at. So there's really no reason to truly keep him around other than to turn him, which would be infinitely funny in this situation.
You should turn him.
Yeah. I think that is a. How can we do this? Does he look like shit right now? Like, how does he look real?
Yeah. He's covered in blood. He's looking, as far as like, he's not. He personally is not bloody for being covered in blood. Frightened definitely by the situation as he's realizing he's outnumbered. There's a tentacle hand trying to like lick his ankles, while a murderous turtle just kind of appeared out of nowhere and cleaved his friend in half, and then you're covered in flames.
Well,
and
so the
like
flames
shifting.
are the flames on me, like, or are they just in the area?
I think they're like around you.
Oh man, I'm going to walk. I'm going to walk out the.
While Josh is away, he probably can move them with you.
I'm gonna walk out of walk with the flames, and as I'm walking toward, like, I'm not want to walk towards him though. I want to walk towards the wall nearest to me. I have 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So I want to walk towards the wall nearest to me, and I have passive spider walk now. I want to walk up the wall, and I just want to go. You are in hell, Chad. That's it.
His
I'm just
fingers are
trying to
getting
scare
bloody
him.
from scraping the wall.
Damn.
I'm just trying to scare him. That's all I want to
Yeah,
do.
do an intimidation check with advantage. Let's see how scared he gets.
Let's see. All right, that's a 13, so it's not too scary, I guess.
Yeah, I mean he didn't wet himself.
Yeah.
But
But he
yeah,
started
he's-
scratching the wall. That
Yeah,
feels
he's
good.
Scratching the wall. Can technically be out of combat if you want, although we never were really in it. But
I mean,
yeah.
I would like us to eventually turn him, but I don't have anything that's really going to do non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Give me a phone. Give me a file.
Yeah, at best is like he's in a corner with like his back, so he can view everything.
Give me a file.
He's kicking little fingies away from him. As fingies,
Yeah,
like, oh, just come on, let me lick your toes, baby.
I'll throw it to him. I'll throw a file to I filter to Durchin.
All right. If I can walk up to him and say, "Drink this, and you shall be saved."
He like
roll persuasion if you want me to.
Yeah, do persuasion. He rolled a number, but I think, yeah.
19 plus 5 is 24.
Yeah, he rolled a 6. So, in his fear-like state, you're not offering him death, so he'll like take it. As he's like, what is this? As he pops the top off and can smell the.
It'll save you from this place. From me.
He'll drink it, and he has to force himself to actually get it down because of just the sheer disgusting quality of it. It's like coagulated blood combined with, I think, what did we say, butt sweat.
Duck butter.
It was filter of my shart was the.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. Filter of my shirt.
No, Chad. Butt chug it.
Which it will immediately, after getting most of it down, feel his,
Now, butt chug the shit.
You'll be saved.
As I fling the blood off of off my blade of his friend and sheath my sword, I'll be like,
Congratulations.
You'll see him reach at his throat as he's kind of clawing at his own neck as it burns going down. I need each of you to roll just a d20. I want to see what happens to him.
Where's my 20? There she is.
19. That's an 18.
I heard 19, 18, and Alex?
9.
9?
Okay, so at this point, I believe my invisibility would run out of time.
Yeah.
But Torap doesn't know, so.
Yeah.
I won't say anything.
Definitely Chad will have fallen to the ground as he's foaming at the mouth a little bit. He's still breathing, as you can see bubbles go out of the foam.
Brutal.
You have some time, probably before he becomes conscious again. And this is where the metagame aspect will come in, is that you are currently inside a demi-plane. The spell. So for player knowledge, that you're just in a 30 by 30 foot cubed room. That is where you currently are at.
I have options.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping not to attempt to use one of them right now. But one option, I could try to call out for divine favor again. Have God come in.
Mm-hmm.
There is another option though, and I was gonna try to leave it as a surprise, but I don't personally know, and I don't know if you guys do, if there is another way out of a demi-plane other than dispelling it, or teleporting out some way.
It's
Could we wait it out?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if you can wait a demi-plane out. I feel like it's there. Like you set it up and it's just there.
I mean, I could also check it, see if I can roll high enough to see if we can wait it out.
Yeah, if you want to do that, then I won't say what this thing I have is yet, because I was going to leave it as something fun, but...
Let me do that first, and we'll see. I will begin inspecting the room as an old man does, poking it with the sheath of my sword, touching the wall, maybe give it a lick or two. I'm going to Arcana check it. Mm-hmm. That's a 10, so...
Yeah, it is... you would feel like almost like one of those, like... It's like you're in solitary, but no doors and no windows. Yet, again, the room is just dimly lit from the inside.
We're definitely in some kind of box.
Hold on, I want to investigate like a possible trapdoor at the doorway or a window also.
Yeah.
Nat 20, that was cool.
Nat 20. You do notice that this is, meta knowledge. This isn't the first time this spell has been cast. And you find a door that you could easily fit through that connects to another room.
Well, Can I just look through it?
Yeah. As you look into the other room, you see that there is mountains of gold inside this
Oh.
other room. Imagine like what was the Scrooge McDuck's big money
Like springboard dive into
Yeah.
the goal.
Yeah, the door is at the top of this room of the 30 by 30 foot. So you would like look down and it's like 20 feet of gold.
Whoa! I found some stuff humans might like. We could use it as leverage.
What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, everyone else would see you like it looks like you are almost like phasing through the wall because they can't quite make out this door.
Right.
As you like peek your head through and then like peek your head back.
Check this out.
I'm gonna send Tom Clancy together as much as his little clam serpent body can carry.
Okay. Yeah, Tom Clancy.
Life is not pain. Such a beautiful
Goes
creature.
through, can like slither suction cup down the wall to the gold.
Awful.
Fills its belly because it's like a snake. Will like unhinge its jaw and like put a whole bunch inside of its body, like up to a pound. So
Comes back
50
thick.
gold pieces.
THICC.
Blink, 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 blink. 50 gold
Look at that
pieces.
stuff. It's shiny.
John, we're not in a box. We're in a safe.
But neither myself or you, Turchin, could fit through there.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, the other one looks similar. It's just got valuables in there.
It's a demi-plane.
Mhm.
That one is just being used as someone's bank. I mean, is it... If they're putting stuff in it, I mean, it's got to be connected to something. It's got to be an opening somewhere. Could you imagine popping out of someone's, like, backpack?
Finally escaped your bag of holding.
Yeah, because isn't the bag of holding, it says, like, there's a demi-plane or something like that in there? Like, isn't that in the text?
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, if we could get in there, we probably could get out.
Is that the only door with this nat 20 that he's found? Just that one?
He found the one, yeah. I mean, you could keep looking.
So, based on what we've ascertained so far, I have a feeling that the demi-plane does not go away. We're in here. How would you... I mean, there's a good chance Carl would die if we did this. But how would you guys feel about long resting in here?
I mean, I'm game.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, that might happen incidentally.
Yeah. So, if you guys are good with it, then I'm going to attempt divine intervention. If it fails, we long rest, and I can attempt it again.
You're just gonna keep praying to God? You're gonna pray harder?
So we can do that. If it doesn't work, right? Then I can bust out the thing that I would rather, because it's just as risky. The other thing is just as risky, but it's fun.
Alright. Shit, we got to lose, right?
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and try this divine intervention first. And just for anyone who doesn't know what divine intervention is, as an action, you can request your deity's aid and roll a percentile die. If your roll is equal to less than 10, your deity intervenes. I will say, though, the DM chooses the nature of the intervention. If successful, I can't use it again for 7 days. Otherwise, I just need a long rest. So, the risk reward here, and I will explain all of this if you would rather in character. I just don't feel like doing the voice. The risk here is, with this one, if it works, James does pick the nature in which the intervention occurs, even though I'm asking for a certain thing. The other thing, if it works, we have a couple options. One ends in a fight, another one ends in a wish spell.
Wow.
Wish spell for who?
For me.
I mean, hey, whatever, right? Live fast, die young.
Mm-hmm.
Or in my case, old.
Yeah.
Live slow, die old.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys don't have a preference, then I would rather try the divine intervention first.
I mean, I like the idea of you tried reaching out to Marshall. Didn't work out. You're gonna try again, and maybe it's a test of faith.
There we go. I like that.
And if we don't
All
get a
right.
long rest of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get a long rest out of it.
Yeah. We might get a long rest out of it.
Mhm.
All right, let's go ahead and we'll roll a D100. See what we get here. And there's an 88 on that first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I sit myself in a corner on the ceiling. I'm just hanging there, and I just go into deep prayer. Just deep prayer. I'm reaching out to Mershulk. And it's just, I'm getting nothing back in return. Nothing at all. I'm just gonna let myself kind of just hang there for a little bit after that. I have been forsaken again. Just hanging from the ceiling.
Did you mention during your prayers that these two are sacrifices?
Yes, I even mentioned we could sacrifice me in order to reach out.
Whoa.
I could be the vessel in which Marshulk reaches out to save you. And still nothing.
Are you sure this is a life or death situation right now? I mean,
It's
sure, it's kind of
definitely not.
boring.
It's definitely more of a nap situation.
A nap?
Yeah. What else are we gonna do? This is a magic box we're in.
I mean, Carl could die if we go to sleep.
Carl's going through Marshall's challenge right now. It's fine.
I mean, we already agreed on long resting, so.
Yeah. Are there any other Hail Mary passes you would like to do, or anyone like to attempt here? You were successful in finding like a door. I will say that as you use the door for Torap, it seems to change size to its user. So you take that as you want.
I think maybe you could fit.
We could go rest in there and bring Chad with us. Rest in the gold.
I mean, yeah, sure. If that's how it works, I'll drag Chad through the.
Let's go to the gold room. I'll pop another investigation in that room as well.
Okay.
Where's my math box? Investigation. I got a dirty 20.
Roll a d20. Let's see how lucky you are.
Flat d20 is a 5.
5. You see another room that's full of statues.
I don't like that. I don't like that
There's-
one bit.
There's more rooms!
The statue room is full of humanoid-sized creatures, and like one large creature.
Do I recognize them? Any one of them individually?
There are a few other Yuan-ti in there, and one centaur.
Oh. Do you explain this to us? I'm asking because I'm wondering how Torap will explain this.
I don't know. Trophies are in here. Statues. You can check it out if you want. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
When we were going through the temple proper, did anyone else notice the one spot that was open where a potential dragon may have sat?
Yeah, like I told you. Some kind of polymorph situation.
What if we're not necessarily dealing with a polymorph situation, but like a reverse petrification?
I know. You're more than welcome to test it out on one of those Yuan-ti over there.
Test what out? Reverse petrify. Oh, I can't reverse petrify. I'm a priest, not a druid.
So one of the ones that's
Greater Restoration do that?
Sorry?
Doesn't
Minor
Greater
Restoration?
Restoration do that?
yeah.
I don't know if at this level if I have
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
Let me check because we have long rested since I could have changed out Hollow. If I do that.
I understand this may be a waste, but I will be trying a filter of Marshalk on a statue itself.
I do have Greater Restoration, so I could try this out.
All right, let me fail first, and then you succeed.
What? So yeah, there are other humans. There's like 2 Yuan-ti. One is a Mind Whisperer. So it's like a copper-headed, almost fully snake with human arms and legs. Yuan-ti, and then the centaur. Who would you like to try and use a filter on?
One
Can
of
I-
the Yuan-tis, I would like to just pop open a cork and start pouring it over their head, and then kind of towards the mouth, and just kind of hope for the best.
Okay. Something will happen, but it takes some time. What? Yeah, Jacob. What is Vractrum do?
Squeeze into the room, and I would like to inspect the Wanti's fangs if their mouths are open.
Yeah, it looks like that they're like mid yell or potential combat as they were petrified. They still have their fangs.
Okay. I do have enough spell points. I have, full disclosure, 27 spell points left, and it costs 7 spell points in order to cast Greater Restoration. So, I can release, I guess that would be 4 of these creatures, almost 4, 3 of these creatures from their petrification. I'm gonna do one of, yeah. How many Yuan-ti are there again? There's 2, and then there was
2,
okay.
a handful of humans, and then a centaur.
So we'll do the 2 Yuan-ti first. I'm just going to look at Torep as I'm greater restoring the one that got the potion first. Pour it on him.
Yep.
Like, look at the effects of the potion.
Yeah, you would see the petrification, the stone like chip off, almost like it's them shedding their skin like they do frequently, as little bits of stone fall to the ground. And the filter that was seeping through is kind of turning the stone into this mushy like concrete mixture. As they blink and they take a breath in for the first time in a while. As you see that they had a blade in their hand, and they like look, and they're like, and they see that you're a Naga, and they immediately are. Where are we?
I was hoping you could answer that question. Appears to be some sort of extraplanar existence.
I was patrolling the Smorty Woods with my friend,
They look over and they see that their friend is petrified.
colleague here. And we were attacked by some moon maiden, and she petrified us.
Wonderful. I'll take care of his friend real quick.
Same situation.
I was hoping you could tell
Where
us.
am I?
Where am I? Where are all these statues?
No, and then he'll describe something very similar, except for he had was able to get a little further away when her thralls, as he put it, captured him, and then she turned him to stone. The last thing he remembers is a door appearing on the floor of the forest and being unceremoniously dropped in.
Oh shit!
Well, we walked willingly into the same door you were thrusted to.
They both look at each other like, what?
I tried to explain Shadow Door, but you know what they say back home. Fuck it.
Well, okay, so you're not here to save us, but thank you.
I mean, that wasn't originally the mission, but, I mean, here we are! You're saved!
Yeah.
Ta-da!
I need a what's everyone's passive perceptions again?
12.
18.
16.
Yeah, with a 16 and higher, you'll see a spider web along the floor.
I mean,
Like a one single, like it kind of
Like
shimmers a
thread.
little bit. Yeah.
is it connected to anything?
It looks like it goes into the wall. As Torop will hear
Papa, feed me.
from the cement mixture.
Oh! Do you like gold?
I love gold.
I'll have Tom-
Turn into.
I can have
room.
Tom Clancy regurgitate some gold into the concrete sludge.
Baby bird and some gold. As
Just have him dive in. There's a whole pool
That's what
full
I'm
of it.
saying.
As even Fingies is like, that's gross. like I'm into a lot of things, but that's kind of nasty.
Ugh.
I'm sorry for your new acquaintance here. Torap. What are your names?
Sisyphus
Wow.
and Jake.
From State Farm?
Well, Sisyphus was doomed to fail, so
So they sent Jake to close the deal. Oh man. Okay. Well, I guess the only things left to do are to try long resting again, unless you guys want to explore some more.
Sisyphus and Jake. What do you know of these other statues here?
They look at the other statues. Oh wow, they roll really well. What would Jake know? History check. This is for our other DM. Of centaurs in the world of Vimuros.
Ooh.
I guess it
Hold
depends
on,
on what they roll, right?
23.
Few and far between. If anywhere, they'd be around Gonimia. And they're related to one of the 3 deities. I forget which one at this time, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Jake would be able to say that, so you know that whoever captured this person definitely came from somewhere over by Gonimia. While Sisyphus looks around and doesn't see familiar faces, but gets a sense that you're being watched. As they like motion for you all to be silent. But you can freely talk. They're just like, shh, we are being watched.
Yeah, what the fuck's that? And I'll point to the thread on the ground.
Yeah,
I do a flip.
just a backflip.
Yes.
Is there a goal of a backflip?
Yeah.
What?
To look sick.
My goal is to entertain whoever's watching us.
Oh yeah.
If you're gonna look, might as well put on a show. And I press to digitate little, like confetti bursting around me after the flip.
You're really taking the circus bit, to heart, huh?
I mean, a little bit. I don't know why, but I feel like that's part of who I am. That was the most serious. The most serious you've seen Torap in a hot minute is right after a confetti backflip.
You've unlocked some kind of hidden memory.
Do I feel with this whole like spider gem thing and spider vision stuff, do I feel any kind of like connection to this thread or anything like that?
Yeah, it's almost like it's coming off of your clothing to
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah. One god doesn't answer, but maybe another one does.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to look around at everyone and I'm just gonna go,
Fuck. I'm screwed big time.
and then I'm just gonna follow the thread.
Yeah. With their do a religion check with advantage.
Wow.
If you're like kind of giving into this to follow, yeah, just do a religion check with advantage.
It's not great right now. It's a 15. Or sorry, 14.
14. Yeah, you exit the demi-plane.
Just walk right out.
You walk right out.
Wow.
Wow. That was easy.
I found a lot of doors, but I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so you two are left in the stone room with your Yuan-ti friends while Vractrum is...
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll attempt poking my head through what I thought was the door Vractrum left through.
Yeah. Go ahead and do, yeah, like try like an investigation or some kind of, whatever you think.
Crit fail.
You like, how do you put your face into this wall?
That's it, man. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm like, how did I not see that door? Run over there. Face plant into the wall. You see me kind of stumble around and a couple of Tom Clancy's kind of tweet around my head.
What the fuck does that mean? He said he's fucked and then he leaves. What?
What would Turtrin like to do here?
Nap.
Nap. Okay. Okay.
Long rest.
I have no means of dispelling this awful prison we're in, nor doing anything else to further, de-petrify anybody else in this room. And the one guy who did just left. So, sorry, boys. Looks like we're all stuck here for the long haul.
If this is leading into a long rest?
Yeah, yeah,
right.
I'll say that you definitely get a long... You've definitely gotten a long rest.
I'll say me smashing my head in the wall is what's going to make me pass out and actually get the rest.
Damn, you ran full force into the fucking wall. Your body just splayed out on the ground. I look at Sisyphus and Jake. I go, this is the mission they sent. These are the people they sent me on the mission with. I'm so tired.
For Vractrum,
Oh my god.
if your character could be anywhere, where would they be right now?
If they could be anywhere?
Yeah, like, where did they expect to come out? Or where do they wish they would come out of
Well,
the...
they definitely didn't expect coming out of anything. I was expecting to find like this just led to a door that I was gonna open up for everyone, to be honest. And as
So
far
your
as
answer, your answer is with your friends.
You just come right back in. We're all asleep.
as far as where he wishes he, I mean, I don't know that Vractrum until very recently has been very devoted to the priesthood of Marshalk, and that has been his whole everything. So I don't know if there's anything anywhere he really wishes to be, other than actions. Like he wishes actions to happen. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there's anywhere he would wish to be. I guess out of the hole. You know what I mean? Out of the demiplane, but
Okay. As you leave that demiplane, it does appear like you are in a familiar space. It almost looks like you're back in the temple of your village.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a voice who's walking amongst the stonework, and you hear, well, this is fascinating. This stonework is quite marvelous. I'm surprised serpents like yourself could do such fine work. And that's when Lumina will present herself to you.
Oh, wonderful.
And
What
that's
does she
where we
look
can,
like?
End this evening.
Oh, you want to give us a peek of what she looks like?
Yeah, we can do
To
that.
the audience.
She's on screen.
Yeah,
As soon as you
has
have Lumina,
I guess
switched
think-
over.
You guys think I have the Twitch up right now? Come on.
Yeah, she wears a gaudy like pyramid headpiece with purple robes and moon colored garments, carrying
That
a
is
mace
gaudy.
in one hand. Yeah.
But you know, as a fellow person who can be rather gaudy from time, like I dig it.
Mhm.
If I was a moon priestess, I'd probably wear something like that.
Oh yeah.
I simply wouldn't be worshiping the moon.
Look, tidal forces.
I'll show you a tidal force.
My ass.
Now butt chug this filter.
We gotta do.
You're
this
in
one
hell.
before the end of the-
You're in hell. If you want to save yourself, you gotta butt chug this shit.
But you are, yeah.
That's
Oh my
something.
god.
You're in a room that appears to be the Temple of Marshalk, alone with the
Lumina.
boss.
Great. And you said that they got a long rest. I did not, right?
You all get along. Because you were doing the
Wonderful.
the try to talk to your god, long rest, check out the next rooms. So I'm assuming you all got a long rest. It's fine.
Wonderful.
She gets a long rest too, so she's got some features back.
Wonderful.
not my problem. I'm stuck in Ghost Wasp prison.
That is true. Oh man. Sorry guys. Sometimes you just gotta pull the thread. See
Oh,
where
at
it
least
leads.
take us with you.
Yeah, I was going to. Blame the DM. I had full intention.
I went.
Yeah, Torab's right next to me.
Yeah, definitely. I still can't believe you ran full force into a wall and knocked yourself out. You'd have to have some speed. You had to like go to the gold room and sprint into this room.
Listen, every other door was a breeze, so I thought that one was great.
Oh man.
And in my head, I just heard the it's like sprawled out on the floor.
Gadunk.
Dunk for sure.
Well, I'm glad we could give you at least that.
You gotta cleric your way out of this. You gotta like pray hard and
Look, I'm persuasive. I can do this. Me and Lumina I'm gonna come out of this with a wife.
we'll see.
I do love the dichotomy of You're always trying to persuade, and I'm always trying to decept. So it's like we don't say what we talk about don't line up, but we still convince who we're talking to.
It's close enough to the truth.
I will. This isn't really gonna ruin it, but I will say next time all the doors open to all the rooms.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, this will be
So-
fun.
We got 2 guys with us now too. So
Yeah. Well, you have 2 guys. You have Tom Clancy, you have Fingies, and now you have a
Chad is gestating.
Chad, and a concrete slime monster.
And wait, if you guys bring and carry the centaur statue out to me, I can give
Who the
us a
fuck's
centaur.
gonna carry a fucking statue out, dog?
I'm just saying.
The concrete monster. I'm picturing. You guys ever seen that old Disney movie, Can of Worms?
No.
It sounds familiar.
It's like. Oh, it's
In
it's pretty
1999.
ridiculous. But I'm gonna put a picture in the chat.
Oh my god, I have seen this.
But the
Wow.
concrete monster, I'm just picturing the bomb from that movie, who looks like
Oh
this.
my god. That's like a memory unlocked that I didn't really want ever unlocked.
Well, this bomb character, like, horrified. It's like seared into my memory. There's like a scene where he eats a corn on the cob, and it's just so grotesque that I'm like, it's like seared into my brain. But this is what the bomb looks like, and this is what I picture what the concrete monster looks like.
Oh yeah.
This is what I think it looks like because I used this monster in a campaign once.
Gray ooze.
A bruise.
It's just cement.
I will say that stat-wise, it is effectively a gray ooze.
Perfect. I'm gonna catch them all. I got like 3 minions now. I'm working my way up. And if I
I'll
can
say
get the
okay,
wasp. Well, here's
It's a
the
gray
cuckoo
ooze.
bee.
But it looks like the other one.
Okay, that's great. So I got the cuckoo bee. I got the grooze. I got fucking handman.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Tom
dude? You're playing-
Clancy.
You're not playing Pokemon. You're playing Pal World right now, dude. Just like absolute horrid discount Pokemon.
Bodily horror Pokemon.
I will say, because we're still on stream, that during your long rest, Carl and the 6 other people you turned have gathered forces.
Hell yeah.
Those are our guys, dude.
Which arm are we using?
Oh, I got it.
Until next we meet.
Right, this one.